Amazon budget camcorders, and if you can still buy them in 2022, or should you still buy them in 2022, I don't know. That's what we're going to talk about. There's two cameras that I have here with me that we're going to mostly focus on this one here, but we're going to backtrack a little bit and talk about this thing. Back in 2019, I bought this. It's an AI Techni 4K camcorder, supposedly. And, you know, as you can see, like the way it comes, you know, it comes with this extra battery and actually this camera case, which is probably my favorite thing about the camcorder. It looks okay, right? You know, it comes with a shotgun mic, it comes with a light, but check out this light. Look at how, now, yeah, obviously there's a little bit of wear and tear. I lost the soft light, but whoa, that's barely even a light. It's really not that great of a camcorder. This thing, they try to add it on here. It's a macro lens to kind of make it look, oh wow, this looks really nice. All this does is get in the way and make your picture blurry. So if we just take that off, one of my biggest gripes with this camera, so the IR light on this camera is right here. Now, the problem with that is that when you're shooting, and I'll include some footage to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about, because I have explored with this camera. When you're shooting, there's a shadow that's cast across this side of the camera because the IR light is over here. And, you know, you can still kind of see over here, but everything's kind of in shadow. You'll see what I'm saying when I show you. This light sucks. The microphone, what's weird about it is well, first the batteries. It takes those watch batteries, and then this camcorder will allow you to use this microphone, and that's it. You can't use a Deity, you can't use a Movo, anything else, nothing. It'll only accept this. And what's even crazier is the onboard mic sounds better than the shotgun mic. So again, it's just something else they threw in there to kind of get you to be like, oh man, that looks awesome, I want that. It's trash. I will say the battery life on here is pretty good. They give you 2 batteries and a charging cord base and everything. And so, excuse me. Well, I have used that camera quite a bit. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't. But recently, a few weeks ago, my daughter and I, we were out in Loudonville and we were shooting with this camera. We forgot the SD card. And so we had to mostly just use my Canon. Or you can just... What the heck was that? What the heck was that, dude? That was big. But we actually had something in the trees above us, and had we had the SD card for this, we would have probably been able to see whatever it was because of the night vision. But it is what it is. But that prompted me to buy this. So this is an Ordro 4K camcorder. I at least know that it shoots in above 1080p because I tried to upload a video to TikTok that I shot with this in 2K, and it said it wouldn't support that format. It said it wouldn't support that format, so I had to kind of downgrade it to 1080p. But now this is pretty much, this is just another kind of gimmick they throw on there. It thankfully is removable. With that, they do give you a remote, an HDMI cord, and a carrying case, and an extra battery, just like the other camera. But it comes with this IR torch, and that is awesome because the camera in and of itself, here's the difference there. I want to make sure you can see the IR light on here is below. So what that does is it's even across, so you don't have that shadow over here. If anything, this IR light is really powerful. I actually have an extra one that I purchased for this because this one's so weak. Anyway, so along with the IR torch, this thing's great for night vision, and that's literally the only reason I bought it, so that my daughter can have this one and I can use this one when we're out exploring. Kind of what this thing does really quickly. It's got its power button, the night vision IR button. You know, it's a touch screen, so it allows you to use the screen. It also rotates so that you can kind of vlog with it if you wanted to. I don't know. It's got a menu button, the mini HDMI. It's got a 3.5 millimeter input jack for audio. Now, here's the thing about that. I've only found one mic that'll actually work with it. I tried to plug in this deity here that I'm using for this video. I've tried to plug into my other deities, a Movo VXR10. Nothing seems to work except for that cheap Takstar shotgun microphone from Amazon that's like 25 bucks. I ended up finding it at a dollar store. I don't know why that's the only one that works. I can't quite figure that out, but at least there's a shotgun mic that works, which leaves me a little bit optimistic that I can find another one that may work. I don't understand why the deities won't work. That's strange. I don't want to get too carried away talking about that stuff. Let me put these together very quickly so that I can show you what they look like when we take them out in the woods and why you may still want to get this camera. These are what they look like all put together and how we actually use them when we go out in the woods. Now, like I said, obviously I've kind of added to them. This is very much necessary, and let me show you why. So this is the aperture on the lowest setting. This is this big difference. I'm not even sure that this qualifies as a light. Anyway, so obviously the light needed to be replaced. I purchased this IR torch to help battle the shadowing of this camcorder to make this actually usable. Okay, so you should be able to see that black line that shows up. Let me kind of walk over here. And now what I'm going to do, I'll just kind of aim over here, zoom in. So you can see it's really kind of real fuzzy. Good. Okay, so that's with the IR torch on high. It has two modes. That's low, this is high. These camcorders actually have a lot in common as far as their features, so I don't want to get into that. That's not why these things are useful. This is the Takstar that I was talking about that actually does work with this camera, which is nice. I still have another aperture light that I use with this. And again, it came with this IR torch, and I bought this stabilizer. This is how I use it when I go out. So I will throw in some footage with this one. Here, to find this rocking horse. Look here. Wait a minute. There's another horse. I can hear it sounds like music. What I thought was music, I think is a person. Okay, so you should be able to see that black line that shows up. Let me kind of walk over here. And now what I'm going to do, I'll just kind of aim over here, zoom in. So you can see it's really kind of real fuzzy. Good. Okay, so that's with the IR torch on high. It has two modes. That's low, this is high. Guess I'm not surprised by that. You done? Go, get in the house. Get in the camper. Get in the camper. Go on. Get in there. Going the wrong way, buddy. And now this one. And so you can see it without using the night vision. I don't think it's really that bad, to be honest. The AI Techni, I think it had some. The AI Techni was not very good, especially in low light like this. I really don't know what this looks like right now. I won't know until I actually put it in my computer and start editing it. But hopefully it looks pretty good. Again, this is the Ordro in 2.7K with the aperture on low, and I'm also going to put it in night vision so we can see that as well. This is just with the IR light on without the torch. What was that? That's with the torch on. Do, I don't know, 4 or 5 30-second sessions, and we'll see what we get. All right. Is there anyone there? That's kind of a deeper voice. It scans really fast. Why do I think this is still usable in 2022? I do and I don't. And let me explain. So if you're looking for your first camera to get, that you're getting ready to go on vacation, you're going on some crazy cruise or, you know, whatever, and you want to take great family photos and pictures and video, this is not what you want. All right, let's just be real. You do not want this thing. This thing will not cut it at all. If you got a little bit of extra money laying around and you like to explore, and I think this thing is actually labeled as a ghost hunting tool. So they know what they have here. They know who their audience is as far as who's gonna buy this camera. I paid $150 for this camera. And I know that seems like a lot, but if you were to look around me and see everything that I have in here, I've got two DSLRs and a mirrorless. I've got, I don't even know how many thousands of dollars worth of microphones, lights, everything. So $150 with everything I have down here is kind of a drop in the bucket. And I know that even what I have here is a drop in the bucket compared to what a lot of other people have. I'm very amateur. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I enjoy exploring. I enjoy taking my daughter out and doing lame productions, and it's fun. So $150 is totally worth it to me to get another camera that shoots in night vision. Because your only other option there is to convert a GoPro, you know, get like, you know, some IR for that, you know, a lens and everything, what requires you to take the GoPro apart. You're still going to spend a considerable amount of money there. Or get yourself a legit night vision camera, which I don't have the money for. I would rather get budget quality, amateur quality video with this budget camcorder. That's why I think it's still usable for people like me, or if you're like me, people like you. That's why I think you can still use it. Again, if you looked at the footage, you see the difference even between the two. There is a big difference between these two. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. That's why I think this camcorder is still worth it in 2022. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you found it useful, leave a like. Comment if you want to. Let me know what you think of this camcorder, if you have it or if you have this one. I don't know why you would.